everybody out there in the bookverse, it's Stephanie, and today I am back with a new video for you. It's summertime. It's officially that time of year. It's July. Actually, I think the 1st of July. Is it the 1st of July? It's the 2nd of July. I'm crazy. But it's hot outside. It's so sunny. I'm wanting to do all the summer things. And so I have decided I'm going to test out one of Book Talks, Booktubes, Bookstagrams, just the whole Bookternet's favorite summer romance author, and that is Emily Henry. So I actually don't know if Emily Henry has any other books besides these three, but these are her three most popular by far. I have People We Meet on Vacation, Beach Read, and Book Lovers. So I am going to be reading all of those books within this vlog. I'm going to tell you what I think about them. I'm going to tell you if I think they're perfect for summer, a little bit of differences between them, and what ones you might like if you like different tropes or things within your summer romance books. I think the colors definitely speak towards summery vibes for me. I mean, they're all just so happy, and the spines are so cute. I really love all of these books, the looks, the aesthetic. I honestly think I like the looks of the UK versions better, but I'm going with these ones because the audiobooks that I got are the US versions, and of course I want those to match. So I am going to be reading all of these throughout this vlog, and I'm going to be doing summary things as I do it so that I can get the full summer romance book experience with them. I am going to be starting out with People We Meet on Vacation because, one, this is the one that is actually on my July TBR Star Hop game, so I definitely want to get this one done. This is my #1 priority of the three, even though I'm going to read all three of them, so it doesn't really matter. But two, because I have the audiobook out from my library, and so I am going to be probably doing a little bit of both, reading physically, audiobook, maybe some immersion reading, all those things. So I'm going to be jumping into this one first. I'm really excited for it. I hear this is a friends to lovers, which I love. So we're going to go sit out on my back deck and read this book with probably some sweet tea because that is my favorite summer drink. And I am actually going to try to binge this entire book today. Maybe the whole time while I'm sitting out on the back porch, but we'll see if that happens. But this one I'm hoping to get done today, and I will come back to you when I have my thoughts on it. so I have finished People We Meet on Vacation. It's now the next day, so like I did finish it yesterday, but I didn't film because, you know, light. But I ended up finishing this book. I have discovered that romance reads are extremely fast. I guess I kind of knew this before. I've read a little bit, but man, I'm gonna fly through this. I bet I could do all 3 of these books in 3 days. That's how fast romance reads are. So I can see why people who read more romance tend to read more books. Because these are fast. This book was really easy to read, really easy to get into. For the romance, I'd say I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10. It was good, it was fun, and it does have my favorite romance trope, which is friends to lovers. I know most people like enemies to lovers better, but friends to lovers is my thing. I just really, really enjoy that. I like having that connection that is there already and kind of building on that. I like it so much. It also kind of has a little bit of the Grumpy Sunshine to it, where the male love interest is a little bit more stoic. He's more reserved, and our main female character is just very outgoing and crazy and fun. She dresses all bright and happy and stuff, and so she's just very much her own person. It has that opposites attract feel to it as well. They have some great banter with each other, which is a lot of fun. It does have a little bit of a slight miscommunication trope, but it's not too much, and it's not to the point where it's annoying to me like it is in a lot of books. I hate the miscommunication trope. Oh, it bugs me. But I do like how in this book they kind of address real life things, right? Like what they want in their lives, their goals, where they are, location, that type of thing, which I think in some other books that I have read that are kind of romance focused, that isn't really addressed at all. It's just kind of like a whirlwind romance, we're in love, all passion and stuff. And this one, they talk about that, and that's definitely factored into their relationship. So I really like that aspect of it a lot. I thought the plot was fun. We're kind of jumping from place to place. This book does do a lot about travel, which vacation, right? This is on here. So it's very much focusing on travel, which I really enjoy because travel is something I like to do. And so reading books about other people who like to travel is a lot of fun. So I did enjoy that aspect of it quite a bit. And overall, I think this book was a really good time. I like the writing style. I like the characters. I feel like the smut scenes were done really well, and it wasn't a ton. So these aren't extremely spicy books by any means, but it is in there. Definitely adult content. But yeah, overall, this was a lot of fun. It did feel really great for summertime. It had those vibes to it. It made me want to go on vacation and just see other things and experience the world. So yeah, definitely like this book a lot. I think it sets a good bar for the next books coming up, and the next one I'm going to jump into is Beach Read. So this is going to be my next read. I'm hoping to get it done in a day as well, but maybe not. We'll see how this goes. I have a little bit more going on today than I have in other days. So this might be a push to a 2-day one, and then just try to get the other one in at the end of the second day, or end of the third day. So we'll see. But yeah, Beach Read is next. I'm excited about it, although I hear it's not really set on a beach. So we'll see. Okay, so apologies for the lighting. I have never really filmed this late before, and the natural light after, like 5 p.m., not so great, it turns out. But I did end up finishing Beach Read, and I had a good time with this book. I felt like it was fun, it was interesting, intriguing, it kept me going. I definitely wanted to find out what was going to happen, and I wanted to keep reading. I give the romance in this book probably a 7 out of 10. I think I liked it a little bit less than the one in People We Meet on Vacation, but I think a lot of that had to do with the fact that there were several instances of miscommunication in here, and kind of a big overarching just lack of communication, not necessarily miscommunication, but just a whole lack of communication, of maybe not telling the other person how you were feeling, or when things happen, just a lack of communicating anything with the other person in this romantic coupling that they have going on here. So that wasn't really my favorite. I don't necessarily enjoy that so much in books, but overall I did really enjoy it. I thought the characters went well together. I thought their personalities really went well together. It was very sweet, and I enjoyed kind of watching them get to know each other in the sense of this competition. So the premise is these two writers are both experiencing writer's block to some extent, and so they decide to swap genres, and she writes kind of women's fiction romance books, and he writes kind of intense, not necessarily happy ending literary fiction. And so they swap, and the first one to get the book published wins. I thought that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the kind of lake house setting, but overall, Beach Read, I feel, is not really the name for this book. I feel like it gives you the wrong impression. This doesn't really take place on a beach practically at all. The beach that it does take place on, in the very minimal times that it does, is a beach on a lake, and it's not really it's not this look. Like this look that you have here on the cover, that's not what you're going to get from this book. They're at these lake houses, and there is hardly any time spent actually on the lake, on the beach. So you can know that now going into it. I did quite enjoy the deeper levels that this book went to within their relationship, and how it was exploring trauma and how people deal with trauma, learn about themselves after trauma, experience relationships after, like, traumatic relationships they've been in, or things that have happened in their lives that make them question what they knew, question who they are, that type of thing. I think it did that really well, and I liked watching our characters explore that. I just feel like sometimes during that they just would not talk to each other the way I would like them to. So again, I like communication, if you can't tell, so I would prefer more of that in this book. Overall, though, I did think they were great together. I loved a lot of the side characters as well. Pete was great. Pete's wife, I can't remember her name, but they were so awesome. I loved them together. I like the kind of coffee shop bookstore mix, but the coffee was bad. It was just cute. And overall, this was a fun time. I did really enjoy it. I do feel, though, that the main characters in these two books have been kind of similar. I think outgoing and like live their lives as who they are and happy-go-lucky, and their parents are 100% supportive of them being their just unique selves. And then the guy is kind of the more serious, a little bit grumpy. It's the sunshine grumpy trope a little bit going on again in this book. Not super mad about that. I did enjoy it, but I definitely feel like reading them back to back, I catch quite a few similarities between that. So I do think that the characters were similar, but the starting points, plots, and where we went with them were very different. So yeah, overall, this was a fun time. Done with that one. And I did read this while doing some definitely summery things, so that definitely heightened the experience. But now I am on to Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I'm really excited to get to this one. I'm hoping this will be my favorite because I absolutely love books. So wish me luck. Okay, so I have completed Book Lovers by Emily Henry. This was a lot of fun. I binged this so fast. I read this in a day. I just wanted to keep reading. I really enjoyed this book a lot. I went on a walk, went to a park so I could read outside, had definitely some Gilmore Girls vibes for me, which I enjoyed a lot. Then I played some pickleball, listening to the audiobook of it, and then I did a face mask. That was interesting, that was fun, and then I finished the book that evening before I went to bed. I had to finish before I went to bed, so I obviously really like this book. For the romance, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I was invested in their relationship. I was rooting for them and had a lot of fun with their banter, their back and forth. I liked that they had so much in common, and so they were bonding over that, and they really understood each other and pushed each other and made each other better. I like that. This one's not exactly a rivals to lovers. They didn't really hate each other at the beginning. They just really were both having bad days, and kind of translated over into their work relationship they were having at the time. But I do feel like that overall in this relationship there was good communication, which I do like in books. I don't like miscommunication, so I did like that their communication style was pretty good, and they did talk about things quite a bit. There's a very strong sister portion to this book as well, which is something we haven't had in her books previously, as much as the whole sibling aspect. That one was very strong here as she goes on a vacation with her sister to this small town. So this is a small quirky town romance, and they have this checklist of things that they are going to do while they are in that town, and I really enjoyed that part of it. I liked the checklist and just trying to see if they can do all these things that they have on their kind of bucket list type thing. I really loved the books and bookshop, coffee shop part of this book too. I love that so much. A bookshop, coffee shop combo is really my dream job. I would love that if that was something that I could do and make my living doing that. I would really love it. But anyways, it's a dream. I thought it was kind of interesting to see them going on dates with other people as well. Not kind of in the past, but in that time they were dating other people, or at least she went on a couple other dates, which was interesting. That was new to my out of the 3 books. That was something that didn't really happen a whole ton. And so I really liked that, how she kind of saw that she wasn't clicking with other people and was just clicking with him. That was so much fun. That was a interesting addition to the book. One thing I hated about it was that her sister called her sissy. I don't know why, but it drove me nuts. I absolutely hated it. I felt like it made her sister seem like she was so young, 14 years old or something, yet her sister has children and is a grown adult and is wanting her sister to treat her more like an adult and not just take care of her. But calling her sissy constantly just ages her down, and I don't know, it bugged me. So that was actually probably one of my biggest complaints of this book. I hated it. I do think the miscommunication with her sister, though, was kind of annoying to me. Again, I don't like the miscommunication trope. I guess it wasn't really miscommunication, it was omitting intentionally communication. But overall, this was really fun. I flew through this book, and I think I tend to enjoy books more when I read them more quickly as well. So yeah, definitely had so much fun with this one. So I have now completed all 3 of the Emily Henry kind of summer romance reads. I'm going to do a quick little overview of each one. If you're looking to see what one you might want to pick up, here's what is in these in a very small snippet. So we have People We Meet on Vacation. This is a friends to lovers, lots of mutual pining, lots and lots of travel. We have a quirky sunshine and a down-to-earth grump. There is less of the overcoming trauma and going through very heavy things in this book, but there is still a little bit that they work out together. So that's People We Meet on Vacation. Then we have Beach Read, which is a rivals to lovers. This is a small lake town setting, not really a beach. There is a competition aspect to this book, and this book is fairly heavy on the trauma and working through very heavy emotional things. And then, of course, we have Book Lovers, which is kind of a bad first impression to lovers book. We have a quirky small town vacation setting with a checklist bucket list that they are trying to complete. There's very strong books and bookstore vibes to this one, and there is quite a bit of a dealing with things they have gone through in the past and the trauma they have from that, as well as some anxiety. This book has a lot of book and movie references that I really enjoyed as well. I don't know why, but I do like seeing books that reference other books, other movies as well, but definitely other books. It just, it makes the book lover in me so happy. So that is the end of this vlog. Let me know down in the comments if you've read any or all of these, which one is your favorite, and if you haven't read any of these, which one you think would be the most for you. And as always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more from me, hit the subscribe button down below and the bell icon so you'll be notified when I post new content, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!